Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 Toyota 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The 2019 Toyota 4Runner is a midsize SUV with optional seating for 7 and the hardware, ground clearance, and cargo storage that make it perfect for off-road adventures. The Toyota 4Runner only sees minor changes for the 2019 model year. There's an optional Nightshade package that builds on the limited trim with blacked out design elements both inside and out. The TRD Pro model gains additional off-road performance features like 2.5-inch Fox shocks, a TRD roof rack, a TRD-stamped skid plate, and a standard JBL stereo. The cabin layout in the 2019 Toyota 4Runner is simple but effective. Buttons and dials are large and easy to use, even when selecting the low-range gearing. The center console also has the option of a 120-volt outlet. The power-adjustable front seats are comfortable and supportive, while the reclining second-row seats split and fold in a 40-20-40 configuration for some passenger and cargo versatility. The 2019 Toyota 4Runner has a ton of cargo room for a midsize SUV. It serves up 47.2 cubic feet of space behind its second row, which can fold completely flat to access 89.7 cubic feet. Both of those numbers are better than what most class rivals offer. Opting for the third row will give just 9 cubic feet of space behind those seats. Now, the 2019 4Runner's cargo hold is squared off, making it easy to haul large or bulky items. The hatch opening is also big and wide, which further enhances utility. The 2019 Toyota 4Runner is a midsize SUV available in 7 trim levels: SR5, SR5 Premium, TRD Off-Road, TRD Off-Road Premium, TRD Pro, Limited, and Limited Nightshade. All 2019 Toyota 4Runners share the same 4-liter V6 that puts out 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque, a 5-speed automatic transmission, and a 5,000-pound tow rating is standard. SR5 and limited trim levels are available with rear-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive and a 2 or 3-row seating configuration. The remaining trim levels are 4-wheel drive only and seat 5. A low-range transfer case comes on 4-wheel drive versions of the SR5, TRD Off-Road, and TRD Pro trim levels. Much of the 4Runner's value lies in its go-anywhere capability. As such, I think the TRD Off-Road Premium is the sweet spot in the lineup. It's not as hardcore or as expensive as the TRD Pro, but standard features include part-time 4-wheel drive, heated front seats, leatherette upholstery, and a locking rear differential with crawl mode. Toyota's kinetic dynamic suspension system, known as KDSS, which increases suspension travel at low speeds, can improve stability on rock terrain also. Other notable options for this particular trim level include a sliding rear cargo deck, a power sunroof, and running boards, all of which can be bundled in various configurations. Okay, let's get into this build and price review of the 2019 Toyota 4Runner. Before we do that, I want to say real quick that I did a build and price review of the 2019 Toyota Highlander XLE. I'm going to go ahead and put a link up to in the corner to that video right now. Okay, you guessed it. Let's take a look at the exterior colors for this 2019 4Runner. Now, this color that we're looking at here is known as Barcelona Red Metallic. There's this Voodoo Blue, which is kind of interesting. Looks like you'd probably want to do that on the TRD Pro, though. Then we've got the Midnight Black Metallic. And speaking of that, see, I said that here. Voodoo Blue. It says prices and colors may vary by model. So not every model will get every one of these colors. Notice that it does say TRD right on the side panel right here on this particular blue. But when we switched over to the red, it sure did say that, although it's just maybe just switching different trim levels. But I think it's worth noting that not every color is going to be available on every trim level. All right, so this is that Barcelona Red, the Voodoo Blue. We already did. Here's that Midnight Black Metallic, which is actually kind of nice. Here's that Magnetic Gray Metallic. Classic Silver Metallic. Then we have a Blizzard Pearl, which is very interesting statement. The Blizzard Pearl. Now, I did a review on a 2009 Toyota RAV4 in Blizzard Pearl where the paint is actually peeling. This is a vehicle that has less than 70,000 miles on it, and there was an issue with the paint and primer and all of that there. If you're interested in that, I'm going to put a link up to that video right now. Personally, for the record, it's 2019. I'm pretty sure Toyota has sorted out that paint issue, so I really believe that's probably a non-issue. It was just worth noting because Blizzard Pearl made me think of that. All right, there's also Supreme White as an exterior color. And then finally, last but not least, there is this Nautical Blue Metallic. We kind of saw a few of the gallery photos in the intro I just did, but let's just run through these images real fast. Let's take a look at these exterior photos of the 2019 4Runner, the full gallery. We can see this beautiful, beautiful setup. Nice, beautiful. This looks like a 4Runner in classic silver. Here's one, a TRD Pro. And we're not really trying to figure out everything. We're just kind of checking them out and get a nice look. Here's a full TRD Pro with the TRD skid-stamped skid plate and everything. That one looks real nice. These look very rugged. There's your dog in the back. You know, you got the whole deal. There are a few interior photos. So let's, that's a nice shot. Let's check out the exterior photos. It's actually a beautiful rig, actually, the 4Runner. In any of the trims, it doesn't really matter. TRD Pro, Limited, it doesn't really matter. SR5, it's all good. Let's go take a look real fast at the interior photos. They had 25 exterior photos and just eight interior photos, right? Just 8. And most of those exterior photos were just out in the rugged, driving through stuff. So here we can see some of that 40-20-40 split seat back. We can see an optional rubber cargo mat that's down here. I can see that right there. I guarantee you that's optional. Here's a sunroof there. Here's their cargo with their Yeti box out there. Nice cargo, or nice product placement out there. Here's all your switches and controls for your, looks like off-road terrain type settings and stuff like that. Here's your infotainment. And I have to say, it looks a little dated, the buttons. I mean, it's all clean and smooth and nice and everything, but it looks a little dated in there. When you start thinking about some of the new SUVs and vehicles that are out there, they have beautiful, gorgeous, very ultra-modern interiors. I'm not trying to take away from the 4Runner, but, you know, it's very just regular in here. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just worth noting. All right, we've got through these interior slides. Let's move on. Okay, let's talk features for our 2019 Toyota 4Runner. Now, we already know what trim level we're going to build out, the TRD Off-Road Premium. But the reality is, let's just go through the features and learn about all the models and learn about everything that makes up a 4Runner. So we're going to go over all the features. We're going to kind of skip over the TRD Pro features, though. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to go over the durability features, exterior, interior, capability, utility, technology, and safety features. And after we get through that, after we get through learning about those features, then we're going to go do the build-in price, okay? So let's start with the durability features of the 2019 4Runner. So the first thing Toyota wants us to know about durability is that the 2019 Toyota 4Runner is one of the last SUVs to still be built on a body-on-frame construction, all right? And it's proven that the body-on-frame is the answer to extreme ruggedness. And, well, the 4Runner has it. Of course, we already know about the engine a little bit because I already talked about it, but every 2019 Toyota 4Runner comes with this 4-liter V6. Like I said, it makes 270 horse and 278 pound-feet of torque. And it has the ability to tow up to 5,000 pounds. Now, as far as the transmission, it gets a very basic 5-speed transmission. Nothing fancy on this 4Runner, actually. Now, here are some features. One is standard. One is available. The one standard feature is hill start assist control, and that will help keep your vehicle from rolling backwards when you're switching from brake to accelerator on a steep incline. And then now the optional feature is downhill assist control. We can see from the photo This 2019 4Runner is coming down a hill, and so with this feature, it can selectively apply the brakes to help keep a controlled speed, so you don't start just going down faster and faster and faster. You know how that works, where you got to ride the brakes. Well, this is going to do this for you, so you don't have to ride the brakes. The 2019 4Runner comes with skid plates. All right, comes with skid plates to help protect the engine, front suspension, and the fuel tank, and or the transfer case if you have a four-wheel drive model. The 2019 4Runner features a full-size spare, so that's pretty cool. This 2019 Toyota 4Runner also features ventilated disc brakes that help keep things cool. Even when taking the long downhill drive back from the summit you just explored. So, what they're probably try to tell us is that these brakes perform well and they probably don't fade very easily. Okay, so we went over the durability features. Now we're going to get into the wild and adventurous, so it says, exterior features for the 2019 Toyota 4Runner. First, they want to tell us about the exterior is that Nightshade package. I told you that's new for 2019. What do they give you? They give you black 20-inch wheels, black chrome bumper accents, black interior accents. What else? It's available in Blizzard Pearl, which we already talked about, magnetic gray, metallic, and midnight black, metallic. Okay, so the limited trim must be the fancy version. All right, that's why they got it out in front of this very nice house, etc., etc., etc. Right, so there's the 4Runner Limited. It's got refined accents like chrome door handles and chrome accented front grille. So yeah, it's the fancy dressed up version. Then of course you got the dressed up version, and then you have the off-road version, and that comes in a few different flavors. You got the off-road and the off-road premium. We're going to be building and pricing the off-road premium. 2 tough SUVs, etc., etc. They have 17-inch 7-spoke alloy wheels, black painted accents, and stylish TRD off-road badging, TRD shift knob, TRD off-road floor mats, and there's an available TRD headrest lettering, which we'll probably skip out on that, I would think. Here, they're showing just the SR5. That's your basic model, right? That's your basic model to get you in the door. Right? There's your basic model of the SR5. They don't even say anything about it, really. They've got more to say about the alloy wheels. Every 4Runner grade has a unique wheel style to enhance its personality. The SR5 has 17-inch 6-spoke alloy wheels. TRD off-road vehicles feature the 17-inch 7-spoke. And the Limited has stylish 20-inch split 6-spoke wheels. So the 4Runner has some really nice headlights. Projector beam headlights. Now, they don't say whether or not these are standard or not, but they tell us that these headlights provide a stronger and higher focus beam than conventional headlights. And they also incorporate daytime running lights, which is pretty cool. I can actually see the daytime running light right up above here. So the projector beam headlights are not LED, though, because you see they're more of a different color. They're not that ultra white. Be that as it may, they're still nice lights. Okay. Let's talk about the interior features. Let's talk about the interior features for our 2019 Toyota 4Runner. They're going to tell us right off the jump that the interior is of quality. It's tailored to accommodate high-end technology, such as the 6.1-inch high-resolution touchscreen, which is actually very small. Most touchscreens, infotainment screens, it doesn't matter, SUV or car, they're much larger than 6.1, oftentimes anyway. Also standard is the Optitron instrumentation, which makes the gauges easy to see day or night. So that's the deal there. What else do we have going on here? They let us know that they're using premium materials, so that like Softex on the SR5 and TRD Off-Road Premium, that's their leatherette, their full leatherette. And then on the Limited, you can actually get perforated leather. All 4Runners feature an 8-way power adjustable driver's seat with power lumbar support. Now, if you get an SR5 Premium or the TRD Off-Road Premium and get a 4-way power adjustable front passenger seat as well, in addition to heated front seats. Now, That's what you get automatically when you bump up to either an SR5 Premium or what we're building and pricing today, the TRD Off-Road Premium. Now, it says if you get a Limited, you get heated and ventilated front seats, plus driver seat memory and all of that. So the Limited does give you all the sporty spice, but that's really basically at the top of the food chain as far as cost. So there is a power moonroof. It is not standard on our TRD Off-Road Premium. It is only standard on the Limited. And this moonroof does tilt and also slide. The 2019 Toyota 4Runner features active front headrest, designed to help optimize headrest position during certain types of rear-end collisions. Driver and front passenger active headrest moves slightly up and forward, which helps reduce neck injuries. Okay, let's talk about capabilities. Let's talk about capabilities of the 2019 4Runner. So I didn't realize this, but the Toyota 4Runner has two different four-wheel drive systems. There's an SR5 four-wheel drive version, and then there's the TRD off-road models that utilize part-time four-wheel drive with active traction control, while the Limited four-wheel drive is equipped with a full-time four-wheel drive system featuring A-track and Torsen limited slip center differential with locking features. So they got quite a few different things going on there, depending on what trim level, what configuration of 4Runner you get for 2019. Here's that kinetic dynamic suspension system, with the crawl control. And so it's meant to help keep optimal traction no matter how even the terrain is. So this system can automatically adjust the suspension for better wheel articulation, while crawl automatically modulates the throttle and brakes on 5 low-speed settings. Here's one of those multi-terrain select. So you can, this helps you choose 4 modes that help you regulate wheel spin, engine throttle, traction control, and all of that. So you've got 4 modes of multi-terrain select. So the transfer case, right? This requires a system to transfer power from the transmission to both front and rear wheels. Now on the TRD off-road, you have this, you got to do it manually. They like to say a lever type transfer case. So just say lever, it's a stick, it's a gear. That's pretty cool. It's easy to use. Now, if you get a Limited and stuff like that, there's also an electronic one that you can switch it on with the turn of a dial. So they give you 2 different versions depending on what kind of way you're going to spec out your 4Runner. The 4Runner TRD Off-Road also has an electronically controlled locking rear differential that can distribute engine power to both rear wheels so they move at the same speed, even if one is off the ground. Okay, let's talk about the utility of the 2019 Toyota 4Runner and its purposeful features. There's the fold flat second row seats, right? Like I said, there's 40, 20, 40 flat second row seats. Now, when you fold, you can make room for everything. When you fold everything down, there's 88.8 cubic feet, of cargo space. So I guess I had a little typo there. I said 89.7 cubic feet in the beginning. It's actually 88.8 cubic feet of total cargo space when you fold everything down. There's optional third row seating as well that can accommodate up to 7 people. I don't know if it's going to be super tight back there, meaning can you get 7 adults back there, or do you really just want to put children back there? The 4Runner is the only SUV in the class that has this, which is cool. The power rear glass lowers with the push of a button, making it easier to grab your gear from the cargo area without necessarily having to open up the whole thing. There's also this sliding rear cargo deck that slides out, and it can support up to 440 pounds. That's actually very rugged and useful. Here, there's the smart key with push-button start. And so when you approach your 4Runner with this, what happens? The interior and puddle lights illuminate automatically. The doors and rear liftgate open with the touch of a handle. And the engine starts with the push of a button. Well, when you have your foot on the brake, mind you. Lastly, check this out. There's a 120-volt AC power outlet. It's conveniently located in the cargo area. And as you can see, you can do all kinds of things like charge your phone or use an air compressor. They've got both going on. Here's a phone being charged, and an air compressor being, well, neither one. The air compressor surely isn't running, but there you go. That's what you could do. All right, I don't think there's going to be a lot of tech on this 2019 4Runner. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be. I mean, look how tiny the screen is. I can barely see any of that. Barely see any of that. At any rate, let's check out the technology. I'm sure it's going to give us the basic stuff that we want to get us down the road so that we can be happy. But let's find out to be sure. So, yeah, we've got navigation, right? Give you turn-by-turn directions, plus HD radio, predictive traffic, and Doppler weather overlay. The 6.1-inch high-definition resolution display screen that, well, I can't really see. It's really pretty tiny. Then we have Bluetooth. Okay, what do we need to know about Bluetooth? So Bluetooth, okay, music streaming. That's what I want to know. We knew it was Bluetooth phone, so you can like talk on the phone, but was there Bluetooth audio streaming? And the answer is yes. So far, so good. We got navigation. We got Bluetooth audio. We're good so far. Here they're talking about that JBL audio system. Now, we're going to have the SR5. We're doing the TRD Off-Road Premium. I'm not sure if we can even option the JBL system. I don't think we can. If we can, we may or may not. It just depends on what the cost is. Like I said, if we can, which I do not know if we can, but we'll know that when we get to the building price. There's also a standard backup camera, and then there's also, well, if you have the 4Runner Limited, then you've got the sensors on your front and rear bumper, so that way you don't bump into stuff. You know how it is. So you start backing up the things, it starts beeping or whatever, you get audible. So yeah, there you go. So standard rear view camera as well. So that's all the technology stuff. Let's move on. We're almost ready to do the building price. Yeah, let's talk about these safety features for the 2019 Toyota 4Runner, and then after that, yeah, we're going to do the building price after this. There are 8 standard airbags in our 2019 4Runner, okay? So that's pretty cool. What else do we have here? We have side impact door beams, right? Now, this is all standard stuff. These impact beams are located inside all doors and are designed to absorb energy and help reduce the chance of intrusion into the cabin. There's a tire pressure monitoring system, and it's standard. It's standard. It's a standard system. Very cool. And then there's this Toyota Care. Now, what is this? Now, Toyota Care is proper, is it like, prepaid maintenance or covered maintenance for every 4Runner for 2 years or 25,000 miles. You also get 24-hour roadside assistance and for 2 years and unlimited miles. So yeah, it's basically prepaid maintenance for the first couple of years. They just give it to you. And then last but not least, there's the Star Safety System. This is standard on the 4Runner. It's a suite of 6 safety features that keep you out of harm's way. There's the vehicle stability control, traction control, anti-lock brakes, brake assist, electronic brake force distribution, and then smart stop technology. All right, let's do our build. Let's select our model. We're looking at the TRD Off-Road Premium. That's the model we're going to build in price. It has a starting MSRP, a starting price, a starting cost of $40,390. Its estimated fuel economy is 17 miles to the gallon in the city and 20 miles to the gallon on the highway. So, like I said in the beginning of the intro, on the way these are set up, there's really not many options to choose from. So, we know they all come with the same engine. They all come with the same engine. So, we got one engine. And here are the colors. I guess all the colors are basically available. So, we can get the Barcelona Red. We can do Midnight Black. We can do the Magnetic Gray. We can do the Classic Silver. What does the Magnetic Gray look like? The Magnetic Gray is actually pretty attractive. And for the interior, I guess we just have the Soft Texan Black. We only have one option. So we're going to do that Magnetic Gray. And then I guess we have the Soft Texan Black. That it is what it is. The rest of it is, yeah, packages. So what do we got for packages? They've got the Power Tilt Slide Moonroof. It's $100 for the moonroof. I think that's a good deal for sure. That kinetic suspension, I think it's kind of cool, but I'm probably not going to do that much off-roading. So I think we can skip over. Well, let's see. Let's double check real fast because they're bundling it in with a few other things. Now, see, you come over here with the sunroof. They got the sunroof, and now they can bundle it in with the power sunroof, and then they also have the sliding cargo deck. Yeah, you know what? The cargo deck's cool. The suspension's cool. But I think we're just going to go ahead and get the power tilt moonroof and call it a day on that. We come over here to packages. And these aren't really, I'm sorry, not packages. I'm sorry, accessories. And what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and get those alloy wheel locks. I like the all-weather floor liner and cargo tray package. That sounds right because I like the rubber mats. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and look through the rest of these. The ball mount hitch, nah. The cargo cover, I do like that cargo cover. That is pretty nice. The cargo cover is nice. The rest of this stuff is just kind of storage thing. The carpet floor mats, those are cool. I don't want the whole set because I don't want the carpet mat in the back. But in the summertime, I want to probably switch these carpet mats. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those floor mats. I don't need the coin holder or the convenience package. I'm sure, I don't need the convenience package, the door edge guards or the exhaust tips. The high performance fog lights, those are interesting, but we can skip over those. The Predator tube steps, those are interesting. The running boards, all interesting stuff. The wheels are cool. The TRD stuff is cool. But you know what? It's all stuff that we can really skip over. So, that said, let's go to the summary. All right, so the vehicle didn't really cost us much more money than the standard MSRP, $40,395. We're out the door at $41,168. All we did was add a power tilt sunroof and a few miscellaneous accessories that we probably could have left off if we really, really wanted to. But I wanted to build this out just the way I wanted to. Now, the question is, can I print this off? Let me see if I can print off this build summary. If I can print off the build summary, then you can download it in the description below. Let me check real fast. The answer to that is yes. I'm going to download this build summary, this PDF. I'm going to put a link in the description below. So if you like the way I built and priced and spec'd this 2019 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium, well, you know where you can download it in the description. Okay, that's it. I'm going to wrap this video up. So yeah, 2019 Toyota 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium. Nice rig. It's a pretty nice SUV. I think it looks a little dated on the interior. It's not nearly as modern and contemporary as the new vehicles out there, but that doesn't mean it's not a good vehicle. So I'm not using that as it's not a bar that I'm using to measure this vehicle by any means. It's just to me a fact. But yeah, nice vehicle, $40,000. It's about the going rate for a lot of things these days. I might still be interested in other vehicles, right? I still might be interested in other vehicles for my $40,000 based on how, I just think it's a little dated. Other than that, if you've watched this whole video from front to back, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.